So even though Skype does offer great things, such as video conferencing and VoIP calls over the internet, there are some pros and cons to Skype, using Skype in general. But before that, we have to realize that Skype is considered to a certain level an open source technology because people are free to download Skype, and that's that. You download it and that's it. It's not like how can I say? It's not like open source, like that's what I'm saying. To a level, it is considered as open source, but then again, you're free to download it and use it at your own will. It's not open to the public, like I said earlier. Google Hangouts, it's open to the public, and everyone can see what you do, even though you are messaging your friends and whatnot. And if you do happen to do a Google Hangouts live, it will be public. As for Skype, video conferencing is private. You can chat, you can video chat, you can call people who you want to call or chat with. So now let's get on to the pros and cons. Now, according to techjaws.com, I will put the link in the description of the video. The pros are Skype offers free communication. People who are subscribed, well, I'm going to use it as like that. I'm going to use a term like that. So people who are subscribed to Skype or have an account with Skype, they are free to chat with as many people as they want. And compared to mobile communication, this offers the ability of data sharing and making communication for business viable, unlike that of mobile or landline services. So anyways, this will not distract employees from work, since we are going to use Skype as an interview tool with my students. Now, the next pro is that you can communicate with anyone in the world. In future projects to come with my class, I will be more than happy to implement this application again, Skype, and its education version, Skype in the Skype Classroom, I believe it's called, which I will be using later in the future to open the horizons of my students and to do new world point of views. But for this project, that's not a great topic for the project. The third pro is that subscription is cheap. If it's the case that my students want to use Skype to do voice calls, well, this is when that applies to them. But like what I said, this is not going to be a voice call. This will be a video call, a video interview. And the fourth pro is that Skype offers screen sharing. Now, in the case of the other project that my students did prior to this project, is to do a resume or a curriculum vitae. Since in Mexico we use curriculum vitae, and in America there are resumes. So in the case that my students would like to show off their curriculum vitae, then they can screen share that curriculum with me or with the student that they will be doing. Now, the cons of using Skype. A big thing about digital citizenship here, if we go to digital citizenship, one of the 9 elements, according to digitalcitizenship.net, I believe, the correct link will be in the description. One of the 9 elements is digital access, and what this tells us is that we need to make sure that people have access to internet. Now, this is the part where the first con comes to mind. You need internet access to use Skype. Sorry, Skype depends on the internet. If you don't have internet, you don't get Skype. You can download Skype, but it won't be useful to you if you don't have internet, or at least have Wi-Fi or a broadband service, if that still exists anymore. You have those USB that allows you to have internet access on your computer or on your digital device. Now, the second conflict will be it can affect real-world interaction. So people will have, instead of going outside to see the person, you'll probably want to stay in the comfort of your own home, which of course it's okay. But then again, it's rather to interview the real person on site than digitally. But for the purpose of this project, we'll be doing this virtually. Skype does not offer language translation. Of course, nowadays you can now dub your voice into a different language. I don't know how to do that, but you can do it with Skype nowadays, but it doesn't offer language translation. And of course, Skype, I chose Skype since this is a video conferencing tool, but other than video conferencing, Skype lacks business tools, such as Ring Central, for example, and finance tools. So pretty much this is technically a nutshell of the pros and cons of Skype, the benefits, and why this is considered as open technology. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again.